flag don't wave.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Coming to you live tonight, Thursday night, March the 26th, 2026. And we are celebrating 6 years on the air. Started out on Saturday nights and moved to Thursday nights, and we have been live and in color. Whoa, there goes Queasel joining us there. I didn't know he was going to be able to join us
Well,
tonight.
that's good to have him.
Yeah, hello,
Yeah.
Queasel.
Hey, we got through a little early. My wife come out and helped me clean them fish, so we got through a little early.
Ah, Well, anyway, we're glad y'all are joining us tonight on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show again, and we're celebrating 6 years on the air. 6 years of they call it marital bliss, but what would we call this?
I don't know.
Something.
Well,
But
it's
anyway,
6 years on there.
6 years on there. That'd be something good to call it. Yeah, I
on,
guess
on,
that
the, on the line.
on the line. But hey, we welcome y'all
A
tonight.
miracle. We call it a miracle that folks are still watching.
We're glad y'all are still tuning in to us 6 years later, and we appreciate each and every one of you tonight, wherever you're joining us from. And we welcome you watching on Facebook. And if you're on Facebook, reach over and hit the like button, hit the share button as always, so that our broadcast shares on your page. Hey, don't forget about Dirt Road Sports YouTube channel, Dirt Road Sports YouTube channel. All the episodes archived there for your viewing pleasure. And we encourage you to go over there frequently and watch those videos, reruns, outruns, and whatever kind of programming that we have on there. We encourage you to watch all of it. Hey, we're coming to you live tonight. Our studio at Thompson Town, Georgia. Our studio at 100% Flamingo Boulevard, The Rock, Georgia. And our studio at turn number 3 at the Old Rocket Speedway in Kinsey, Alabama. And we are glad that our stations and our studios are up and broadcasting tonight, March 26th, 2026.
I'm down there, Marvin. Easy down there.
I'm easy. I'm throttling back.
Floyd, he ain't had no supervision this week.
What?
He been running loose.
Yeah, he ain't had no supervision this week. You're going to have to calm him down some. I don't know.
Well,
I've been out of town, and Mabel been out of town, so he ain't had no supervision.
Ooh.
kind of like
He's doing pretty good tonight. He come over here and eat supper with me tonight. We had us a little pot of beans and greens, and he done pretty good. Moderation tonight.
About a month ago, I come over here and I didn't practice moderation, and then I learned I had to practice moderation.
He was practicing one of them 7 deadlifts. Gluttony.
Hey, all 57 states, 5 foreign countries, 4 sunken islands, and still loud and proud. And I see some of them chiming in right now. The great state of Baker County, Georgia. And we welcome all of you fine folks to our broadcast tonight and appreciate you joining us. As always, need to remind you, in the lower right-hand quadrant of your screen, you can pretty much well tell what we stand for. We stand for pro-American. We're pro-American. We are proud of our country, thankful that men and women have died protecting that flag, that American flag, and we unapologetically wave the American flag.
We're not glad that they died, but we are honored.
Well,
that they
did
did
I say we were glad?
You said you were glad. We were glad that they died. No, we're not. I want to correct that. We're not. Easy now, Mark.
Not glad.
Really men.
We're honored that they sacrificed their life, gave the ultimate sacrifice, so that we may sit here and enjoy our family. I know, Mark. I know. Just easy now.
That's why we can have that American flag.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm gonna try you one more time now. So go ahead.
If you don't take that chewing gun away from him, he gonna choke on it.
Secondarily to that is the Christian flag, and we are unapologetically born again Christians.
You got that right.
You got that right.
Sum it up.
That's what I think. You know what I feel.
I mean, I'm a born again Christian. Y'all are all professed born again Christians, so we all born again Christians. So we support the American flag. We most definitely support the Christian flag, and the next that's the Second Amendment flag. We're pro Second Amendment. We believe in the right to bear arms and protect ourselves. We believe in good common sense thinking, conservative political values, and Judeo-Christian principles.
We practice the David and the Goliath syndrome. We don't go looking for a fight.
No,
we do not go look. But when the fight comes, if the fight comes looking for us, and we have to defend ourselves, and
we're ready,
and our possessions and our livelihood, we will do that. It's unapologetically. But
we'll pull out that Second Amendment.
Pull out the Second Amendment. We'll pull the card out on them and they say I'm bona fide now. So if you want to go on back, go back over the hill, Goliath. You and your bunch, y'all go back over the hill. Say it won't nothing happen. But now if you come any further, you're gonna get a rock between your eyes.
But that's who we are.
Rock.
That's who we are, and we're unapologetic about it. Now we understand some of you that are in Martha's Vineyard, San Francisco, Minnesota, places like that. You may not subscribe to those same things that we do, and we understand that. There's no problem, no hurt feelings. We just want to let you know that up front because you may get your feelings hurt during the show. You're probably going to get your blood pressure up. You're probably going to get angry, and so we want to let you know. We like to let people know that up front who we are, so that you can make the determination of whether you need to stay or not. And so if those things do not align with your value system, we got something you can do tonight rather than watching Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. What we need for you to do is if you don't agree with us on our value system and what we stand for, and we're going to get your blood pressure up, here's what you can do. You can get on your plane, you fly to Minnesota, and you can volunteer to restock tampon dispensers in the men's restroom.
There's some of them will do that. You know that.
Yeah.
You know that. Don't you? You know, on that subject, here's what they need to do. Now, if you really believe this stuff, all you loony Democrats, and that's who's promoting all this stuff. It's not us. You know, Lord knows we wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. But here's how you can do that. All you leftist loony, what you need to do is shoot you a YouTube video of yourself, and you can film anything. You got your camera, you can film. Shoot a how-to. If you are a man and you are determined that you are going to use a tampon, shoot you a YouTube video how to insert a tampon on your person. And do that, and you do that, and man, you'll be the darling of all the Democrats in the United States. They will love you. They will elect you the next congressman. Just do a YouTube video. Here's how it works.
So instead of watching us, y'all just go practice shooting your video.
Go practice shooting your video about how to insert a tampon if you are a man. We are just plain spoken.
I don't know what else to say.
I don't want to watch that video.
But some of them will try it. I promise you, some of them will try it.
If they'll eat a Tide Pod,
Yeah.
they'll try that.
Eat a what?
Tide Pods. That's a big thing now among the young people, or it was.
Eat what you wash clothes in?
Yeah, Tide Pod. Yeah.
Yeah.
In my
Now,
I used to be. I don't know if
I don't know if they
I
still
don't
do.
think they did. I think I kind of weeded some of them out. But,
was that anything like used to when you said an ugly word, Granny wash your mouth out with soap?
No, that was just stupidity.
that was consequences, Queasel.
That's
It was
exactly what
consequences
that
of
Difference there.
in front of grown folks.
Yeah,
that's right.
There used to be consequences for things, stupid things. You do stupid things, they're gonna be some consequences. Now, no consequences.
Well, I mean, and they were doing it to prove a point. And somebody made a statement, said, "Well, instead of eating Tide Pods, why don't you tell them that pink stuff that's shredded in the attic is cotton candy, and go have them a buffet on that?"
So, I wonder if you eat them Tide Pods and you get a case of the flatulations, does it look like the Lawrence Welk show?
Yeah, be like them bubbles.
Bubbles, tiny bubbles.
Both.
The bubbles. Who sang that? Tiny
It
bubbles.
was Don Ho or something.
Don Ho's Tiny Bubbles. That was it. Yeah. Don Ho.
He was Hawaiian.
Hey guys, we want to give a big shout out and a recognition tonight to honor one of the small forgotten communities of the Wiregrass area, the big city of Boykin, Georgia.
That's what I'm talking about.
Boykin, Georgia. Let me give you a little bit of.
I know right where Boykin's at. Boykin's 5 miles south of Cogwood, Georgia, on Highway 27. There used to be a sawmill down there.
Yeah.
Big sawmill down there. Ado Luxford.
Ado, Uncle Ado.
It was named after Gulliford Boykin Sr., an early settler. Gulliford. I like that name.
That's a great name.
Gulliford. Had a post office in it that was established in 1897, and that post office remained open in Boykin, Georgia to 1932. And listen to this, Queasel. This is going to shock you. It was incorporated as a city, the town of Boykin, in 1903. Its charter was not dissolved until 1995. It was still a legal city, town, under the Georgia statute until 1995.
How about that?
Boykin, Georgia.
Ado was dead there. If Ado
Yeah.
had still been living, this charter would still be there.
Be there. That's right.
Yeah. Ado and Hazel Lunsford.
I guarantee you.
I'm telling you, man. Woo.
That's
Yeah,
the
boy,
first.
it's a pretty good
That's
little
the
settlement
first
down there.
experience I ever had with a slop jar with Uncle at Uncle Ado's house.
Uh huh.
Yeah, he had he had an outhouse out there behind the house.
Yep.
Showed serious business. But in the middle of the night, you didn't want to go tramping out there, so they had a slop jar.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet you not one person in what's the name of the place up there?
Martha's
Martha's
Vineyard.
Vineyard.
Martha's Vineyard can describe a slop jar.
They never heard of it. Well, it was a utensil. I mean, it was
It
a
was.
it was indoor plumbing before you had indoor plumbing.
There you go.
That's exactly what it was.
But you didn't want to get out there when the ground was froze, and
No.
traipse out through the dog kennel trail out there. So anyway, that's what folks did. A lot of these young people now, you go to talking to them about stuff like that, and their eyes glaze over.
They don't know nothing.
I heard one time he asked his granddaddy. Granddaddy was talking to him or something. And the little boy just said, "Granddaddy, did they have matches when you was a boy?" Matches? Yeah, we had matches. So that's what they think of.
Do they still make them book matches, with the little old bitty books where you had to strike them about 50 times for one of them to strike? Them little soft matches?
Them advertising
Yeah,
matches. What
yeah.
you talking
Yeah,
about?
I had
Yeah.
some. I had some made with my when I first got in the auction business. I had I had big boxes of them. It had my name on it, and man, folks love them things. I back when everybody smoking cigarettes and all, And I'm gonna tell you what now. If you was cool, you had to be cool to do this now, Queasel and Charlie and Marvin. You could have that Chesterfield in one hand, and you have that book of matches. You could open that book of matches with one hand and pull a match down and strike it on that strike pad and light and hold while you holding the whole book of matches in your hand right there, kind of like Robert Mitchum style, if you will. But
I, I, I
I
couldn't
had
have done
seen
that, I
that.
don't believe.
But people love them things because I doubt if you could even get one now. But that was one of my little gifts I gave to my customers and all. Master, you got some. You got some. You got in that jar I gave you. Had a bunch of them in there.
And you serious they could do that for real?
Do
You've
that.
seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it, man. Yeah, what you talking about? I've seen folks I've seen a one-armed man roll a Prince Albert cigarette.
I've seen that. We might have seen the same
We just
man.
had a viewer
I've
text
seen that happen too.
random. We just had a viewer text a random question. He wanted to know what was the purpose of an outhouse with two holes?
Two people get in a tie at
people.
the same time.
It's a he and a she.
Yeah.
Two
people get in a tie at the same time, and then plus, just say it's one person live in the house, and you use one side and you fill up. You have to move to another slot.
It done didn't stack it up over
Wow. Man, please, what's the matter with y'all? Why y'all asking all these crazy questions like that?
Look, corn cobs didn't dissect. I mean, disintegrate like paper, toilet paper. We talking about in the days where they didn't, they didn't have no toilet paper,
Nobody
newspaper,
had no paper.
toilet, corn cob, whatever they had.
Sears and Roebuck magazine.
Yeah, Sears and
that was
Roebuck
the best there
magazine.
now.
That's exactly right, Charlie. You dead on it.
Yeah.
That was some slick pages in them Sears Roebuck catalog.
Didn't have no grip to them, did it, Floyd?
Go to a commercial.
We'll be right back, guys.
Looking to buy or sell quality cattle with folks you can trust? Head on over to Seminole Livestock Auction, located on Highway 91 North in Donaldsonville, Georgia. Every Monday at 12 noon, buyers and sellers come together for a fast-paced, dependable cattle sale you can count on. Whether you're moving a few head or managing a larger operation, Seminole Livestock Auction delivers a fair market value and a smooth professional experience every time. With years of experience and a reputation built on honesty and service, this is where the Wiregrass area does business. Have cattle to sell or questions about the market? Call Gerald Mock today at 229-524 2305 and let him take care of your cattle sales needs. Seminole Livestock Auction, Highway 91, Donaldsonville. Sell every Monday at noon. Be there.
All right. I had this picture sent in earlier today. This is from, I see George Williams said, did anyone get offered a mess of fish? That would be a no on that, but this
Nobody
was,
did. Nobody offered to clean any fish either.
hey, that is from Harry Warren right there. Harry Warren caught those this week. I don't think those were caught in the Gulf of Mexico, but
They were caught. They were caught on the Apalachicola River basin somewhere.
wow.
Will you agree with that, Quazel?
I would. I
That
would.
that that one up front with that coloration on him.
Yeah.
That tells a story right there.
Yeah.
Those
They come out of some of them South Florida. I mean, them North Florida tributary, like what you talking about
Mm-hmm.
down there
That's a nice
somewhere.
mess of red bellies right there now.
Wow.
Charlie, here's you sent these right here. I don't know the story on them.
The ones on the left come out of the river, I believe, and the ones on the right come out of the backwater, I believe. Now, Queasel, question for
Yes.
you. What'd be the difference in those two right there?
What
Pictures.
be the difference in them two?
The type we're looking at, the fish you're looking at from the left and the right, there's a difference.
Well, them on the
Darker,
right looks more like they spawning. They a little
the
darker. They could
males,
be.
they are the males,
Well, you didn't
absolutely
let me
correct.
finish. That's what I
Okay.
was going to tell you. The males turn darker when the reproductive stuff starts going on the fish.
Mm-hmm. That's them.
That's them.
And them on the left ain't of that going on right now, I
So
guess.
for folks that don't understand, them on the right could have took a rooster pill, and that helped them turn dark. See, that's the way you understand that.
Yep. Yep. Those
But
are
now
the
well, they was pretty. I can tell you that.
the ones on the left were caught by Coach Hicks and Coach Griffin. The ones on the right, Tim Taylor and Coach Griffin, I believe. So they were going shell cracker hunting today, but the hunting didn't turn into killing, if you know what I mean. They hunted, but they didn't
Cold today.
cook.
Y'all know how cool it was and all this morning. It was
It
cool on
was.
up in the day.
It was cool last night.
Yeah,
And then
I
it
don't
got
say,
it got hot. It got hot in a hurry. Well, did you go fishing this week, Queasel?
Yes, sir.
Did you do any good?
Yes, sir.
Where
where
they
are
at?
they?
Well, there's one cooler. We just finished one cooler. There's another cooler on the back of the truck waiting. We run out of vacuum seal bags. So she got to go to the store tomorrow and get some more vacuum seal bags. And
What are you gonna do with them? You gonna freeze them and set on them, keep them?
we're gonna freeze them a few days, and then we're gonna probably have a fish fry and eat them.
Have a fish fry. That'd be good. Yeah,
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 we're
yeah.
gonna
And let
we're
us
gonna
know.
invite
Let us know if we
everybody.
bring anything. Let us know what we need to bring.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna invite everybody to help clean them.
Hey y'all, we like to wax nostalgia, and this would be some waxing of nostalgia. It'd be going back 50 years at least. There's a picture of Floyd and
Whoa.
Nadine in Panama City, Florida.
Mm,
Y'all,
mm.
y'all look at that picture right there. That was over 50 years ago,
Good
and
gracious.
y'all notice, time waits for no one,
Yeah.
and it's I found this. I'm going through the house here and finding things and moving and rearranging. I had no idea that was us. I mean, that we even had that picture. Nadine kept every picture we ever took, every
Mm-hmm.
card anybody ever sent her, every letter anybody, whatever. She kept it. And anyway, I'm going through that stuff and found that right there. And I want to tell y'all, do you see them two people right there? That's two of the happiest people that ever lived on the planet, right there.
Mm.
At that time, right there, it wasn't. We had the world by the tail, honey,
Mm.
and I'm thankful for every moment of
Mm.
it. You better
There you
give,
go.
and y'all go back, go back. Let me tell you, I'm gonna wax nostalgia with you, as Marvin talking about. Go back and find you some of those pictures. And if you're blessed to have children and get grandchildren, get them out sometime and make them put the cell phones down. It'll be a challenge. I know it'll be you'll have to wrestle with them to do it. Get them to put the cell phones down and say, look here, let me show you something. This is what we did. This is what we did. Uh, and be thankful for it that you have those memories.
Mhm.
Me
Hmm.
have so many memories that we have that we've saved, and we have got boxes of pictures up on our beds. I mean, big container boxes of pictures. It will take it'll take a year to go through all of them, but that right there, I had that picture sitting in there. I had found it, and I had actually took a picture of it, and the mayor come in here the other day. We were working on an appraisal. He come in here. And he looked over there, and he kind of doctored it up a little bit and kind of brightened it up a little bit there. So did a great job on making it come out and stand out. But I won't never forget that right there. We was in Panama City, Florida, y'all. Panama City, Florida.
I got a question to ask
All right.
you. Karen was a looker. How did you land
She was,
somebody?
yeah.
How did you land
Yeah,
somebody like her?
Well,
that's fair.
the good Lord blessed me with a gift of gab,
Oh,
if you will.
okay.
He blessed me with a certain element of, and I'm not saying this boastfully, but of charisma.
I got
You know, I mean, it's one of those things. It's like you when you see it, you know it.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the first time I ever saw her. I remember the first time I ever laid eyes on her, and she remembers the first time she ever laid eyes on me.
You outpunted your coverage on that.
I know it did.
Yeah.
I know it did. Well, but anyway, yeah, I knew what I knew the finer things in life, if
I
you
got
will.
you.
I mean, I was a poor boy. I was raised poor, but I
Yeah.
knew what the finer things
Oh,
in
yeah.
life were, and I pursued that. I always pursued that.
And the first time you met her daddy, he had that much enthusiasm
He
for
did. He
you.
was not enthused over me. It was Dick Butkus. He was standing there.
He was not impressed
He
when he
was
came
not
to the door.
impressed with nothing about me. Period.
Mm.
Until I told him. He asked me. We had been. It was about the third question he asked me, and he wanted to know if I was a hippie. I said no, sir. I said I work.
You just had long hair.
I just had long hair, had, nice clothes, big car, and everything. He said, "What do you do?" I said, "I farm." He said, "You farm?" Well, I didn't look nothing like him, but he said, "You farm? Well, what do you grow?" I said, "Well, I grow peanuts, corn, and cows." You do? I said, "Yeah." So we hit it off. We had something in common. It's always good to find common ground with people. And if any kind of thing, if you go that you that think might be antagonistic in any way, you need to find common ground with them in the church,
Yes.
in the city government,
In
wherever you
future
are.
father-in-laws.
Future father-in-laws, or son-in-laws, or daughter-in-laws.
But you AW was a character now.
Oh no, it was. Yeah, he jarred the ground when he walked. He jarred the ground.
Mm.
I didn't press him.
You didn't ever try to take
I
him.
didn't ever try him. But anyway, I found that picture. I sent it to Marvin a while ago,
Yeah.
and I thought anyway. We go through a lot of changes in our lives, but as long as you still got them old memories, and it's like if somebody dies, your family member dies and leaves you. As long as you got them memories, that person's still with you.
Mhm.
And that's
Amen.
what as long as you got those memories, that person's still with you. Don't
Yes,
ever
yes.
let the devil take your spirit away from you.
No, sir.
If you do that, call somebody to help you.
That's what I tell people at funerals. I preach every time. I said the memories are something you can never be robbed of.
Can't never
And
get-
as long as you keep them alive, even after a person's gone,
That's
you know,
right.
you,
That's
you
right.
can't you can't you can't be robbed of it.
Can't be robbed. Because you can always go back to it. Go back to the well, and just be thankful. Just be thankful that you got somebody that you could enjoy your life with.
Yeah.
Marvin, do you
Yes,
have do you have the picture of Mr. Condry? Talk about memories. This guy entertained millions of people around the world, and one of his big pushes he got as a professional wrestler was right here in this area. Dennis Condry, one of the founding members of the Midnight Express. passed away earlier this week. He was 74. Dennis and I were good friends. He referred to me as Cuz, and he had beat cancer 3 times, folks.
Mercy.
And the last time was recently, and had been going through a lot of treatment, but was doing well, was cancer free, walking in his house, fixing to go pick up his wife from work, and fell, broke his neck.
Mm.
Mm.
I mean, just
Lord
just
help.
goes to show you, we never ever know.
Mm.
Teresa was waiting for him to pick her up hospital where she's a nurse, and she was about to retire. She's
Mm.
about to turn 65, and he talked her into retiring quick so they could have more time together. So we never know. We're never
Never.
guaranteed tomorrow. So, but that's a tough old guy right there. He could make a crowd mad. He could make the whole building hate him by just walking in there. He did his job well through the years. Good
Hey guys,
guy
y'all
too.
stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Looking for great food, a welcoming atmosphere, and a place that just feels like home? Come on down to TK's Bar and Grill in Colquitt, Georgia, right there at 571 North Cuthbert Street. TK's is serving up fresh, flavorful meals that keep folks coming back again and again. Whether you're stopping in for a quick lunch or sitting down to unwind with friends over supper, you'll taste the difference in every bite. We're open Monday through Friday for lunch and Wednesday through Friday for supper. Call ahead and we'll have it ready for you at 229-254-7850. TK's Bar and Grill. Great food, great atmosphere, and a great experience right here in good old Colquitt.
I got to make a trip over there just for that pork chop.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Man, oh
Oh,
man, good
that looked
stuff.
good.
Good food. Good food. Um, I hate to bring up national news, but I mean maybe y'all can catch me up. What's going on? I hadn't watched the news lately.
I hadn't been watching much of it. You don't have to watch much news to get caught up with the news.
Kind of like Young and the Restless.
It is
You
like
go-
it's a soap
go
opera.
back.
It's basically what it is. It's a soap opera. All the Democrats is mad with Trump. Uh, all the Democrats they've shut down all the airports with the TSA people and all that. They're not paying them. Not going to fund them because they're mad with Trump and they're blaming Trump. Uh, and they all of them mad that Trump is trying to wipe out the Muslim terrorists over there in Iran. Blaming him and blaming him for all the gas prices going up. Gas now is cheaper than it was when Joe Biden was in office, and there wasn't no kind of conflict going on. But that don't matter. That don't represent anything. But I got to think about it. I think, gas is $5 a gallon, $4, $5. Let me ask you a question. I'm just asking you. And I'm not being a smart aleck. I just want to ask you a question. How much you think gas would be? How much you think gas would be right now if Iran had set off a nuclear bomb in New York City? What you think gas prices would be right now?
Yeah,
I'm just asking. Just asking. Here's the best thing that we can do is get back out of the way and shut up and let the people who know what they do and who have a heap more information than we gonna get from the television and from the news folks, let them handle this deal. Let them work it out. Let the folks that we elected to put in there
Mhm.
can only imagine what it would be like, what things would be like now had we put that fool Kamala Harris and that clown Tim Walz up there. Uh, it just blows my mind that people they and if it's like a video game. They think a war now is supposed to be like a video game. You're supposed to win it. Either you win or to lose the war in about 30 minutes, and then the war's over with, and everything honky dory. You won your points and all that. That ain't how it works. That ain't never been how it worked. Wars don't go smooth. They
No.
don't go easy. People get hurt. People get killed. That consequences happen. But I just think about they complaining about the gas. I mean, I know of course gas is high, but it's cheaper now than it was when Joe Biden was in office. Interest rates is cheaper now than when Joe Biden was in office. Unemployment is down now from when Joe Biden was in office. So What you got to complain about, man? Things is better now he better now than they were when Joe Biden was in office. But if y'all just sit back, everybody just sit back, take a deep breath, watch YouTube, watch you some country music videos on there.
Yep.
Some old country music because there ain't no such thing as new country music. But watch you
There
some
you go.
and some of the and Otis Redding and Precious Sledge and the Temptations and Van Morrison. Y'all go back and listen to some of them folks.
Gene
Watson, if you will.
Mm.
Uh, and just calm down. Enjoy your family. Enjoy what you can because there's nothing you can do to change anything that's happening right now. Nothing. That's why we.
And,
It,
and folks are not gonna stay. Folks ain't gonna stay at home. They're gonna keep on going. Let me get 431 next door to me, for example. Today, the traffic flow was heavy going north with East Tennessee hillbillies going back from the beach. 431 south, full both lanes. North Georgia folks and Kentucky folks going down there to take the place of those coming out. Life goes on.
Yep.
you gotta knock yourself out, man. Go to the payment mall. Go down there and knock yourself out. They load your credit card up while you're down there, man. Spend all the money that you got down there, and and when you get back home, you won't have you won't have this, but you'll be having a lot of fun. It's according to how you want to gauge how much fun is worth. Fun costs money. It costs money to have fun. So
Amen.
That's what my daddy always told me. He said, "Son, if you ain't working, you spending money."
that's right,
He said,
exactly
"If
right.
you
You
ain't
ain't making
working, you
money, you
spending
spending
money."
money. That's
That's right.
wrong.
Exactly. So,
But you
Callie, I
know,
got a question for you. I
Okay.
listened to the radio today, coming home, and they was talking about the op rattlesnake roundup coming up either this weekend or next weekend. I can't remember.
It's this
And
weekend.
so they were talking about all the things they're gonna do, and they're gonna have a couple of them old country music stars down there. A couple of pretty good names, if I can't remember who it was, but I do remember this. It kind of got my curiosity up a little bit. They were talking about they was gonna have some snake races.
Yeah,
So how you going? And first I want to ask: is there rattlesnakes that's gonna be racing?
it
And the
is
second
rattlesnake.
question I want to ask is: if them rattlesnakes is racing and yours ain't doing too good, do you reach out there and kick him to speed him up a little bit?
If you a fool, you would, but
Well, I'm just wondering how do the snake? How they get the snakes
they,
going? I mean,
they put a number on the snakes, and they'll
yeah.
take a garbage can full of them. This is what it used to be. And you got a circle. He throws them out in that circle. And the one that makes it to the outside circle the fastest is the winner of the race.
Oh, okay.
But
I
now, if they
thought they
all
had
wanted
them.
to stay there together, ain't nothing they can do except go in there and kick them, like you say. And there's some fools over there that will go in there and kick them.
Well,
It's like that. It's like that day they didn't come on my show for about 2 or 3 years because somebody pulled a gun out when one put one on the desk and said, "We're gonna go off air with this. I'll hold it right here." And I said, "No." And he said, "This federal law I violate. I don't care. Uh, statute of limitation." He says, "I promise you." I said, "I promise you. If you put that snake on the corner of this desk and I shoot you while trying to shoot the snake, there ain't a grand jury in this part of the country that's gonna do anything with me." And I
well, I
showed
didn't
him what
know.
I had.
You know, that day we was over at it, Marvin had his episode with the corn dog and the hot dog and the outhouse. Um, they put that snake down on the racetrack and let him crawl. And I didn't
Yeah.
know if they went into the racetrack, and I would say they're gonna take them 3 weeks to let one go around the track. I didn't know how they done that.
Now, they had that race last weekend, and NASCAR star Ty Majeski flew into town and won $50,000 over there last weekend.
I've
They got
never had a desire to race rattlesnakes.
I
the
ain't either.
I
the,
don't
the,
know.
the,
Have
the
you?
singers you thinking about, Quasar, you're right. I salute those folks over there. They got some good older country entertainment. I believe it is Trace Adkins on Saturday night
That's
and
right.
Neil McCoy on Sunday. That's
Wow.
two that's two old school folks that the four of us can remember a little bit about.
That's high dollar folks too. Them's good ones.
Yeah, yeah. They
Goodness.
got good show.
Well, I mean, look at him. They had the dirt road sport for the grand marshal of the race. They
I,
don't deal with nothing but the top.
but hey,
There you go.
they don't. I don't know if they got enough money to get as high as we fixing to tell you about, and we'll be right back.
Sometimes you need a lawyer in your corner who ain't scared to fight. He'll defend you, don't matter if you are wrong or right. He's a South Georgia redneck with a ponytail and a law degree. With Billy Shingler as your lawyer, you will always be found not guilty. Just looking at Billy Shingler makes that DA weak. He'll mumble and fumble and be scared to speak. He'll shout, "Your Honor, I surrender, cause I know when I'm beat." Call Billy Shingler when the man has got them cuffs on tight. He'll fuss and cuss and slash and burn, shake his fist and holler, "I'm in your corner, let's fight, fight, fight."
Shingler Law, Donaldsonville, Georgia. 229-524-1225. Hire lawyer, Billy Shingler.
Mm-hmm.
He be over there waiting to see if somebody was to get snake bit. That's what Shangler be.
My buddy Biscuit.
He'd be like looking for somebody he could sue.
He's looking for a client. That's what he's looking
Mm-hmm.
Has he chimed in tonight? Y'all heard him?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he jumped
and then
in.
he said, if you wanna dominate the race, bring a king snake rather than a rattlesnake.
He's right.
Oh man,
Our old buddy Biscuits and Gravy watching up there in Ozark tonight, watching the sun,
Yeah.
watching sun go down and watching this. I won't say this. I'm gonna say a little bit later on with Queasel. And I saw this week on my way up to Hope Hull. I saw one of them deals where somebody was dragging something down the road, was throwing sparks off, and guess what? About a eighth of a mile area of the highway, as I went up, was burning on the other side, and they are issuing a warning for us. Sure enough, don't burn right now, folks, especially when we get to the weekend. That relative humidity is going to be so low. They put a kind of a warning type situation out for us for Saturday. But tomorrow, the Birmingham Weather Office has put out the same thing for Barber County and everything north of us. And probably the folks in Tallahassee just hadn't thought to do it yet. But conditions are not favorable to even burn a little small pile of trash, because it hadn't been windy the last couple of days, but it's going to get windy again this weekend, and fire can spread in a hurry. And Queasel don't want to be sending folks out on stupid stuff. Is that fair enough to say, Queasel?
Amen, brother. You hit the nail on the head.
I just want to, and we'll talk about it a little bit later when we do the weather. I'll let you chime in on that a little bit. But I cannot believe, folks, and you see it every day, burning a pile of trash.
Well, it
Hello,
burns
wind-
better, see, when the wind blowing what everybody thinks.
Yeah, it does. Ask
speaking of-
Marvin.
yeah. Speaking of that, let's hear from Queasel tonight on Q-tips with none other than Queasel Erskine.
Well,
You
you
see
know,
that? Queasel, you remember taking that picture right there?
oh yeah, I remember. I'm up in the hood. I was working on it.
That was
I
it.
took the motor out of it.
One of our faithful viewers that's watching tonight, Bill Dismuke's junkyard right there.
Not junkyard.
Salvage.
Salvage Emporium.
Salvage Emporium. Thank you. Salvage Emporium.
That's better.
Yeah. So, and some of you old timers might know this trick. I had an old timer teach it to me, but gonna talk about fishing. Gonna talk about fishing for a little while. You know, you catch one of them old big catfish, and either they gonna swallow it so deep down there, it take a telephone pole to get down there and get it out, or either they gonna get caught right here in that old fat lip of theirs, and you can't get the hook out. And so you down there, you wrestling with him, and you pulling on that hook and trying to get him out. And the next thing you know, that thing done slipped. Either them pliers is slipped, or you done jerked the hook or done something. Next thing you know, you got a fin stuck in your hand.
Mm,
And they ain't very many more things more painful than a catfish fin going in the bony part of your hand. Any of y'all ever experienced that?
mm. Yes, sir.
Hey, so you got a couple of options that you can do while you do that. Um, First, one thing we used to do is we always kept a bottle of turpentine in the boat, and we daubed some of that turpentine. Well, we wouldn't daub it; we'd pour it on there, and that would help a little bit. I heard that you can take and I've done it before. Take the slime off the tail of the catfish and keep swapping it over where he fins you, and it draw that poison out. And I've also took had some couldn't get no turpentine. We had a little bottle of kerosene. Take that kerosene, pour it on there. So I just was looking for the show a while ago or during the show, and a little old bottle of turpentine now, it costs about $16 for a little old bottle that you used to pay 35 cents for. I
Oh,
just looked at it, $16. But I'm gonna tell y'all tonight how to prevent that from happening. So if you're gonna go fishing and you're going catfish fishing, or you're gonna figure where you're gonna catch some, everybody got old wore out pair of catfish skinners. Well, you keep them catfish skinners in your boat, and when you get that catfish in, get him out of the net right then, before you mess with the hook, before you do anything. While you still holding them in that net, you get them old catfish skinners and you pop them fins off. Then we on equal ground. You can do what you want to him. Ain't gonna be no finning. You can hang on to him. You can jerk that hook, pull it, do whatever you got to do to it, and you don't get finned. I just thought I'd pass that on to you. An old timer taught me that. One of my uncles taught me that many years ago, and saw somebody this weekend that had a fin run right up under that knuckle right there. Hand swole up that big right there,
oh,
and that made me remember the clip. Pop them fins, no problem. That's Queasel's Q-tip for this week.
That's
good
good.
one.
That's good to know.
Good stuff right there.
That's strong right there, baby.
Hey, it's time for trivia.
Hey, y'all looking for something cute, custom, and full of Southern charm? You've got to check out Southern Hissy Fits right on the square in Colquitt. From custom embroidery, personalized t-shirts, to stylish tumblers, unique gifts, soy candles, jewelry, custom wreath sashes, custom barred quilts, and boutique apparel. Southern Hissy Fits has a little bit of everything with a whole lot of personality. Need something custom for your business, team, or special occasion? They've got you covered with quality work and hometown service you can count on. Stop by and see them at 209 West College Street in Colquitt, or give them a call at 229-308-3360. And be sure to catch Trivia Time on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, sponsored proudly by Southern Hissy Fits. Southern Hissy Fits, where your style comes with a little Southern attitude.
All right, our trivia time on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Here's our trivia question. Now, if you're the one that sent me this picture, you are not eligible to win this trivia contest. You're not eligible. I need to know the name of this person right here. Who is this person?
Uh-huh.
Do you know who that is, Queasel?
I think I do.
Yeah, he's recognized by them ears
I think I do.
and that halfway pompadour.
I need to know who this person is right here. First person to put it in on the Facebook comments will be a winner of the Southern Hissy Fits Trivia Time, and you will get your prize in the mail. And Miss Smith from Mexico Beach, yours is in the mail. You should receive it tomorrow from last week. So I hope you enjoy it. Who is this person right here? Hey, Queasel, I don't know if I don't know about your, I don't know if your man in Floyd's cousin will know this one.
No, I don't think he'll know this one.
Uh-uh.
Jerry Lee Lewis, TC Bear Hill. That was close.
That was close. He was a wannabe.
Yep.
He couldn't play no piano. He could barely play the piccolo.
And then he said, Johnny Cash. I got the winner right here. Somebody done texted the winner to me right here.
Who?
Brian Pickle. You know him?
Oh, yeah.
Brian Pickles got the winner right here. He knew it. Conway, TC, man, he knows them. Yeah. And then Johnny Cash. I'm going to see who else posts in there. Just give them just a more minute. But we got the winner. Brian,
we already got the
Brian
winner.
This is a history-making event right here tonight.
In fact, that Bear's picture right there is performed at the Pickle Pond House.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
This is a historic night tonight. This is the first time I think Floyd's cousin didn't know the answer.
He wouldn't know that one.
He said, "Don't know."
Somebody said, "Was that Floyd?" No, that wasn't Floyd.
Floyd can't sing a lick. But he performed at the Pickle Pond House. And if you interview people that don't live around here, Pickle Pond House, we're gonna have that up one night. There's a historic marker at that place.
Yeah.
We'll tell you all about it.
That is it. That's the picture. And actually, Brian Pickle is our winner tonight of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Have to get him a logoed piece of merchandise off the merch table. LaVon says she can't see his face good. But anyway, Brian Pickle is the winner. That is none other than the famous Roger Buck Davis from Miller County, Georgia.
Yeah, Roger Buck.
Roger Buck. What was that? Let me see. He sent me a note here. What was the name of the group?
Road Runners.
Road Runners. Roger Buck and the Road Runners. That's him right there. Roger Buck Davis.
That's a legend. Legend in the music.
That man right there on the service station. He had his own service station. He was about 14, 15 years old in college.
Wow. He's a legend.
He's been an entrepreneur his whole life.
Wow. So congratulations, Brian Pickle. And Roger Buck will be playing on April the 24th, still singing at 80 years old at TK's Bar and Grill, one of our proud sponsors, April the 24th. If you want to go see Roger Buck Davis in concert April 24th, you can go eat you a good meal. Here's some good singing right there at TK's Bar and Grill.
Dance with your sweetheart right there.
Dance.
They got a dance floor to hold. We'll keep y'all informed on that.
Keep hitting them up on that. Hey guys, KWG Plumbing LLC, Kenneth Wayne Garney, licensed in Alabama, licensed in the state of Georgia. 229-220-6694 is the magic number. If you ain't flowing, he will get you going. Brother Wayne, good to hear from you tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Loud and clear. I need to interrupt and tell Queasel that's a good idea with those catfish skinners, but the catfish we catch, we had to use boat cutters in the boat. And so
that's what I'm talking about.
Right there to the side.
That's what I'm talking about right there, KWG.
That's strong as train smoke right there.
I took one in the hill. It went in about an inch deep, and after that, I said, we got to do something about this. So we keep some boat cutters right there. As soon as they come out, we clip them.
All right, I got a picture here of a boat up on a dock, looks like.
Yes, sir. That is Apalachicola Bay via St. George Island. I'm going to be down there next week. That's my uncle's fishing boat. He's going to take us out fishing.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's see what this other picture is here. Looks like some pipe later. You doing a new house?
Yes, sir. That's a new house in Early County we're doing. Thankful to be working. Yes,
Georgia. Sir. And then I got another one here. This looks like a back of a commercial business. That's a big old.
Yes, sir.
Is that a septic tank?
Well, it's not a septic tank. It's a sewer holding tank. We're having to put in a holding tank and a pump to get it to city sewer because we wasn't able to achieve gravity flow. So we're having to
that wasn't in the city of Colquitt,
station, so to speak.
That wasn't in the city of Colquitt, though, was it?
No, that's in Blakely. All three of those jobs is Early County. Every one of those.
I got you. All right, and then we saw you went fishing. Tell us about this picture that we're looking at here of looks like I know it's a gar, but then are those stripers or hybrids?
Those are one. The very first one is a striper we caught at the Columbia Dam, and the other four are smallmouth bass / shoal bass we caught over there. I had 8 of those. My stepdaddy got 4 of them off the top.
Wow!
And he's already ate his. I hadn't. I was going to use mine for bait, actually. I was going to chop them things up in little small pieces and use that big gar and those bass for bush hooks.
So you're not going to eat the gar.
No, sir. We have, and they are very good. It just takes it takes the army to get them clean, get the meat out of there. And of course, we know how to do it, and I ain't got time to explain it. But them things are good eating. Them gar are good eating, but their hide is like alligator hide.
Oh wow, mercy.
Yes. So I had to put them in a saw and kind of go at them with a saw. Wow. You can't do them with a knife. But
how about some words of wisdom?
We're gonna turn that booger into bait, and we're gonna catch some bigger fish with him.
Let me say this. Our lawyer wants to pass this word along to you. He said that is a trophy gar right there, according to Shingler.
The Shingler, our attorney, said that's a trophy gar there.
Trophy gar. Well, I hope he's listening because that's a small one. We caught some. That was on the Chattahoochee River. I've caught some on the Flint River in Bainbridge and in Newton that'll go over 6 foot long, and I can share them pictures next week.
Son.
Good.
Yeah. Hey, how about some words of wisdom before you leave us?
Yes, sir. Wayne always says keep a smile on your face, and this is one when I give the words of wisdom to the audience, and I'm talking to myself as well, and I hope we can all build each other up. But Jesus teaches us that worry is unproductive, and me being in business, I have to be productive or I don't stay alive. So worry in a business and this and that, Jesus tells us on the Sermon on the Mount, do not worry. It is unproductive. Tomorrow's got its own set of troubles. And I appreciate y'all sharing the ad. And, the phone's ringing. Y'all's viewers, they steady calling. And I'm so thankful.
Brother, we appreciate you. God bless you. And we'll see you next Thursday night. KWG
Yes, sir. Over now.
LLC, Kenneth Wayne Garney, our proud sponsor here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road.
Here at Ziggy B's, we strive to satisfy our customers. Seeing our customers leave with a smile is what it's all about. We carry a large variety of seafood, from oysters, gator tail, frog legs, a large variety of shrimp, freshwater and saltwater fish. I promise you, if it swims, we'll find it. We have a great group of guys in Apalachicola and St. Joe that go above and beyond to keep the fish flowing. If there is anything you need that we don't keep in stock, give us a call at 229-758-5430. And I promise we'll get it here for you. We are located at 208 West Main in beautiful downtown Colquitt. As always, we appreciate your business and look forward to seeing you.
All right, let's see. Got a question for Floyd. Floyd, George Williams said he's paying $19 for 40 pounds of 10-10-10 up there. Is that high?
I don't know. Where's he at? Where's he at?
Peachtree City, Georgia.
It don't cost that much down here. I don't think it does. I hadn't bought no fertilizer. I got friends that's got fertilizer, and I don't really know what fertilizer costs. It's a great question, George, but you're asking the wrong one because I got.
How about it, Queasel?
That ain't too high. That ain't. Matter of fact, I've seen it down here earlier in the year at $24 a bag.
Woo.
Could be. I don't know. I'm not trying to be a smart ass, but I don't know what it costs because I don't have to.
I saw some at 24 days. It depends on where you buy it.
Yeah.
But that ain't a real bad price.
I ain't bought no.
You don't even know what fertilizer is, Marvin. Get on out of here, man. You be dangerous with fertilizer.
See, I like to be friends with somebody that grows it and cooks it.
If he grow it and give it to you.
He didn't tell that right. He don't care about being friends with him. He wants to be their pastor. That's what he wants to be their pastor, so they'll bring it to him,
That's it.
And
how about give up on gardening? I ain't good at gardening. That's since me and Nadine moved to town. I ain't been able to grow nothing up here on this old pole dirt. This is the poorest dirt there is in the world here in Colquitt, Georgia, over here on this side of the creek. But when we lived out there on the farm, good dirt out there, I could grow tomatoes, but I can't grow nothing up here on this old pole dirt.
I try to garden. I ain't real good at it, but we grow enough
No,
to eat.
me
We
neither.
grow enough to eat,
I got a good friend. I got a real good. We all got a real good friend who is the professor of
he's the
produce.
master.
He got it dialed in, and that's my go to man. I let him worry about the fertilizer and the seed and the water and the gathering. He do all of that. So
Yeah.
anyway, it's I'm gonna tell y'all something about life. About life. Life is all about relationships. If you got good relationships with people, good things are gonna happen to you.
There
Now,
you
if you
go.
go around all sold up all the time, with your back all bowed up all the time, strutting around like you somebody, your relationships ain't gonna be good, and you may not get no tomatoes or squash or mustard green, collard greens or
Onions.
turnip greens or onions.
Onions.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just see if y'all will just listen to what we say.
That's all we do.
That's all we do. We try.
Not
We try.
rocket science.
No, it ain't right. We're just trying to share useful information with everybody that's dialed in. But now, if you're all puffed up with yourself and you think there ain't nobody no cooler than you or no sportier than you gonna have a hard time.
Oh.
Sure is.
Yep. I'd much rather know somebody.
I love know somebody. Just pick up the phone.
Mhm.
Look here. Or they call you. You ain't got to pick. They call you.
That's it. Unreal.
Ain't that something?
Unreal.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we guys, going to do something a little different tonight. We got a new segment called Marv's Minute in the Word.
Man, I like it. It got the anointing oil up there.
Come on.
I want to speak to you for 60 seconds about unhappiness. You know, unhappiness is something that, if you notice, there's a lot of people that's unhappy in life.
We were just talking about that.
A lot of folks is unhappy. And the world has its own definition of how to cure unhappiness. There's more counselors and psychics and more drugs and everything on the market now to try to cure unhappiness. Bible says there really ain't but one way to cure unhappiness. The book of Romans says, who will bring a charge against God's elect? God is the one who justifies. Who is the one who condemns? Christ Jesus is he who died, yes, rather who was raised, who is at the right hand of the Father, who also intercedes for us. Who will separate us from the love of Christ? Will tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or sword? Just as it was written, for your sake we are being put to death all day long. We were considered as sheep to be slaughtered. But in these things we overwhelmingly conquer through him who loved us. For I am convinced that neither death nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor things present, nor things to come, nor powers, nor height, nor depth, nor any other created thing will be able to separate us from the love of God which is in Christ Jesus our Lord. They ain't but one cure to unhappiness, and that is Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior. Listen, that don't mean that just because you're saved and just because you know the Lord, that there ain't things going to happen in your life. But because you know the Lord, it's going to help you get through those things in a whole lot better way than if you don't know the Lord. So if you're out there and you're watching tonight and you're unhappy, my first question is going to be to ask you this: do you know Jesus? That's the first question I ask. And if you say, yes, I know Jesus, then trust him. He will bring you through anything. There is nothing that can separate you for the love that he has for you. And that is Marv's Minute in the Word for this week.
Amen.
I got Marvin. That's good.
That was good.
Try to come up with some. Part of it is we don't have anything input in it, but Marvin coming up with all these ideas and all this kind of stuff. I think it's working. If y'all like the format that we go into, and kind of we always try to stay on the cutting edge, if you will. And that's good, Marvin. You're doing good. You are.
Right. Hey, we'll be right back.
Here at LAE Farms in Newton, Georgia, blueberries are more than a crop. They're part of our family legacy. Our farm is proudly run by Alan and Tracy Etheridge with their son Lawton helping keep the tradition growing. And we're excited to say blueberry season is almost here. Starting mid-April, we will have fresh hand-picked blueberries in 5-pound boxes available straight from our farm. Pickups will be available in Albany or Newton so you can enjoy fresh local berries at their peak. Be sure to follow our Facebook page for ordering, giveaways, and seasonal updates. And as always, feel free to share the ordering link with family and friends. And thank you most of all for supporting local farmers in Georgia Grown. We can't wait to share another blueberry season with you. LAE Farms, fresh blueberries from our family to yours.
Coming around the corner, blueberry season will be
Won't
here
long. I tell you
before
what,
you know it.
that's one outstanding operation up there. Yes, coming on. The blueberries are coming on. They survived the frost and all that we had. He had to stay with them. Had to sit up with them at night, babysit them. But he brought them through. Brought those plants through, and they're going to be productive this year.
Yep, good deal. Good deal. Good folks up there. Hey guys, we want to tell you once again we appreciate each and every one of you. I know we try to tell you all that as much as we can. 6 years this month we have been on the air, Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, coming to you every week that we're able to, and to broadcast, try to with and without technical difficulties, and we try to just bring you a little bit of joy and a little bit of happiness and a little laugh and some information, good information to be able to take with you. And so we just want to say thank you to all of you that are faithful. All of you that are faithful to keep on tuning in to us every single week. I got it. JW Dream, one of our faithful viewers there, shared with me, and I got he sent me the other day a blueberry ice cream recipe.
Woo!
Well, why don't you make some, Marvin, and invite us and let's judge it?
Yeah. My problem with ice cream is, though, moderation. Again, I suffer.
What you did. First of all, it's temptation. Temptation first, and then
it gives fruit.
It gives fruit. Because you after you eat so much of it, then you will moderate yourself. But moderation ain't your problem. Temptation is your problem.
Yeah, you're right. You preach. TC said 6 years. Am I that old? He can't believe it's been here 6 years. TC's been with us since day one.
What day one?
Yeah,
he believed in us from the beginning. He actually got seed money.
Seed money. Advertise. I mean, he was in before we was in.
He was in before we was in. He saw what. He's a world traveler,
and he stayed with us too. That's the
thing about it.
That's the amazing thing. And he's watching tonight.
I love it.
Queasel,
sir.
I noticed you had a very legitimate thing you passed on to Marvin about why don't you make some and let's go judge it. That got shut down. I don't know if you realize that just.
Well, he didn't have a commercial to go to, so he just changed the subject.
Okay. All right.
See, he didn't have a commercial. He changed the subject on there, but I just said it sounded like good to me. But Floyd, a lot of time Marvin's temptation leads him to another sin. One of them 7 deadlies that you called out earlier in the show, gluttony. Yeah. So, and I could see him in that blueberry ice cream if he was to make it and was to invite us and didn't call us till it was ready to be gone before we could get there. Most especially Charlie, he got to come crossing the river, so it would be gone.
Hey, but listen, I'm thankful. Again, it's all in who you know. We got a friend that can help take care of gluttony.
If you're all mixed up about the body that you're in, there's a man down south that'll change you from a rooster to a hen. They call him Castrating Carl because that's his trade. It won't take him long when he opens up his blade. He'll slice and dice, and in a minute he'll be done. You'll be a tranny, but you'll never be a granny, and your daddy will never have to call you son. Castrating Carl, the man with a plan. He's from Bascom, where you don't have to ask him, are you a woman or a man? He'll slice and dice, and in a minute he'll be done. You'll be a tranny, but you'll never be a granny, and your daddy will never have to call you son.
Hey guys, TC Berryhill. TC Berryhill, our friend, our confidant, man. He has been with us since day one, and he is the sponsor of Floyd's Frolicans. That's the new name. Floyd's Frolicans. Bear Hill Auctioneers, our sole sponsor in exclusivity and perpetuity of Floyd's Frolicking. That's a good looking picture of you right there, Floyd.
Yeah,
And I can't.
that looks a little different than that person we showed up there
Uh,
tonight.
A lot
It
different.
got a little age on it, get a little wear and tear on it. Get a little wear and tear. Y'all know it's the Easter season coming up. I was thinking about this Easter season, and I actually had a interaction with one of my friends, Bookie. Uh, Bookie, y'all probably most of y'all know who Bookie is. He's my cousin, snuff dipping Bookie. But Bookie tried to get his life straight out, try to get do the right thing, and he's been from one church to another. And it's Easter season coming up, and I used to go to a church. I went to a church where they had Lent season, and y'all around Easter time, y'all know what's Lent, Queezer? What you do during Lent?
You find something you can fast away, get away from.
Stay
Give
away
it up.
from it.
Give
Give
it
it
up.
up.
Right.
Give it up.
Right.
So anyway, Bookie he's my cousin, and Bookie he always got a dip of snuff in his mouth, and he talk like this all the time. But he always got a dip of snuff in his mouth. But Bookie's always trying to improve his life. He'll try anything in the world. So anyway, he started going to a church. He started going to a church pretty close by here, Queasel and Charlie. He called it Second United Holy Tabernacle of Love, Brotherhood, Sisterhood, and Scrutiny Church.
Yes, sir.
Kind of like an all denomination church. They take fives, tens, 20s, and hundreds, if you will. But he was going to that church, and the preacher down there, y'all probably heard about this preacher. I don't know, some of y'all folks that's just tuned in and hadn't been following us for a long time probably don't know who this person is, but he's a preacher, and he one of these. I don't know if you call him wholeness Pentecostal hard shell, whatever he is, but anyway, he's a rotund individual, if you will. Anyhow, he weighs around 425 pounds. And he got this pompadour hairdo, and he got it all roots back. His pompadour hairdo, and he got these sideburns coming on down. He got it dyed jet black. And when it's summertime, they go to sweating and everything on his jewels up there. That black sweat go running down up under his neck, get all in the collar of his shirt there. And he wear these double knit suits. And he's so big. I mean, he's so rotund. He weighs 425 pounds. And he's big old puzzle gutted preacher. And he get them breeches. He wear them breeches, and they have a big breeches pulled all up under his bosom with that old big belt on there like that. Have that old big belt on there like that. And he got a zipper in them breeches that's that long. The zipper is. He wear them white patent leather shoes, that white belt, that pompadour hairdo, and he drive a 1972 Cadillac Coupe de Ville, if you will. And the front end of it is all splayed out on it like that because he's so heavy, so oppressive on it. He mashes all his shocking absorbers, all tears them up on his old Cadillac all the time. And he got some big loud speakers up on top of his car, up on top. And he'll be riding around in town, and he'll be preaching. They got him a microphone hooked up to it. He'll be preaching all through the microphone, through the loudspeakers. He'll be preaching, and he one of these old sucking, wheezing, gasping kind of preacher. Ha ha! He's always choking and strangling and goggling and everything in his throat anyway. But anyway, Bookie, I run up with Bookie the other day, and Lent, you're supposed to give up something for Lent. So anyway, the preacher, Reverend Johnson, was all into folks giving up stuff other than the offering. The offering still comes in, but other than anything, any pleasures of life, if you will. And Bookie ain't been long married to Walthina. And him and Walthina, I think they had a pretty active sex life, if you will. He and Bookie talk about. I ain't gonna go into no detail with y'all. Anyway, so anyway, this the story Bookie tells me with the interaction with Reverend Pencil Johnson down there, name down there at the church, and he told me. I said, hey Bookie, I said, how you getting along? And when I tell you what, Lord, I ain't doing good. I ain't doing good at all. I'm all down and out. Don't say my balloon. They just busted my balloon down there at the church. I said, well, what was wrong, Boogie? He said, well, he said, I think was talking about, he was telling me about getting up stuff. And he said, oh, Reverend Johnson said, you know how he talking. Here's what he told me.
Oh, hallelujah. It's Lent time. Everybody, and I'm going to talk directly to you, Brother Pookie, and Sister Waltina. At Lent, you got to give up something. Everybody in the church, but the preachers got to give up something for Lent. And Brother Pookie and Sister Waltina, you need to give up that sex.
Now, Floyd, let me tell you now, me and my sister ain't been married. And he's asking me, he tell me to give up sexual relations, and me and her married. And he said, we tried it. And we tried it. We so did that we tried it for a while. He said, but one day, one evening, he walked into the bitch up and come get a can of corn off the shelf and it dropped down on the floor. The kid dropped down on the floor and said, she stooped over to pick up the can of corn, and when she did, a dress come up over, so their underwear was shining right there in my face and everything. And he said, I couldn't control myself. He said a fire just come over me. Said it just engulfed me. He said I had to have Walfina. And said I took Walfina right there on the floor, right there. Said I ripped the dress off, pulled the breeches off. She ripping my clothes off. Said we right there on the floor having sex. And said I I went on and done what I ought to do. So I went on and confessed that to Reverend Johnson, and here's what he told me.
Brother Bookie, Sister Walfina, I told you to give up for Lent, and you have failed. You have failed miserably, and there ain't but one option for the two of you. There ain't but one option. Y'all just gonna have to leave the church.
And Boogie said, well, he said, I was kind of expecting that. Because that's what them folks down there at the Piggly Wiggly told us.
It don't never get old, Floyd.
Oh,
Oh, man. TC just pulled his sponsorship. You have been listening to Floyd's Frolicking, brought to us by our great and fine sponsor, world-class auctioneers, Berry Hill Auctioneers. TC Berry Hill, our friend and confidant, and we give a big shout out to him for being the sole sponsor of Floyd's Frolicking. And that moves us right into it. Look at there. TC said, my money well spent. That's what I'm talking about right there, baby. We love you, TC.
oh man.
Hey, it's time for Charlie's forecast. Charlie.
Floyd, I got a couple of messages for you before I go into that. The attorney on my page says, not sure if that butter is the same as Ornation or Ornation oil. Anointation oil is what he wrote. And he says, hey, when is Carl going to throw a cutting cooking? Well, we're going to let that be a private affair with you, our attorney, and you, our sponsor, Carl Cressman. We ain't interested. Anyway, folks at Kelly Crop Insurance been with us a long time. We appreciate them. Appreciate everybody who does have a part of this on Thursday night. And let's talk something serious here for a couple of minutes. We have going to have a warm day tomorrow. And then we got another cool snap. That's going to be our before Easter cool snap. We've already had one, but somebody said we're going to have one more. Well, on say day, not Saturday, but on say day, we're going to have another cool down. 71 breezy conditions. That's why they're talking about do not think about burning no trash or nothing else Saturday. Dangerous fire situations will occur if you do. We are going to stay pretty much out of the rain chances until we get to Thursday. And let me say this. When I talked to Marvin earlier about this map, I said that's okay, 40 to 60. Well, They've sliced it back down to 20 to 30 now. Uh, but here again, prayer can change anything, and no weather forecast over 3 days old, 3 days out is real accurate. You got to get within 3 days before you really can make a good prediction, these meteorologists, on what's going on. But springtime is here. Uh, no chances of big rain, even if it does come a shower or two on Thursday. It's out of here by Friday. And folks, we are in a mess when it comes to this drought. I was up with my friend Mr. Casey up in Hope Hall earlier this week. He said, "Y'all got a mess down there." I said, "Yeah, I've been trying to tell you." But he said now the Montgomery TV stations are focusing on parts of Southwest Georgia and Southeast Alabama that are in this drought situation we're in. But don't even think about, on Queasel's behalf, don't even think about burning a piece of paper right now. It's just not worth it. We appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Thank y'all for being a part of our Thursday night friendship get together for 6 years now. And I'll turn it over to you, Mr. Queasel.
Thank you, Charlie. Hey, thank y'all for letting us in tonight. We appreciate it. Again, 6 years, man, that's amazing. It just seems like yesterday we was trying to decide if we wanted to do it or not. We were just going to do one show. And
Mm-hmm.
it went from one show to 6 years, and it's been our honor, every single one of them. We appreciate y'all. We love every one of you. Hey, when you're roundabout, if you see a veteran or if you see active duty service man or woman, tell them thank you. Tell them you appreciate it. When you pray for them. They in
Yeah.
harm's way. Pray for them. Pray that the Lord will protect them. Same thing when you see a police officer, a deputy, a sheriff, a highway patrolman, trooper, investigative division officers, EMTs, paramedics, and even you see old firefighter somewhere. Let them know you appreciate what they do. Tell them thank you, and pray for them too, because they the ones that run into what everybody else is running away from. Pray for them. Pray to the Lord to keep them safe and that they can have good sound judgment. And it's this world we live in is getting it's getting more and more dangerous. Not the way you thinking, but just the things that we buy, the things we put in our house, the things we eat, the things we do, and even going into the grocery store with your gal friend can get dangerous. Floyd just told y'all what happened to Buki. He got banned. So there's danger behind every corner. Just remember that. We love y'all again, and thank you so much for supporting us. Floyd?
Thank y'all. Had a good time with y'all tonight. Listen, y'all go visit our sponsors there. Do business with them. They local people. They trying to make a living, a good, honest living, just like everybody else does. And we didn't believe in them, we wouldn't be advertising for them. Y'all go visit with them. They're good folks, and you're gonna
Yep.
get a good product when you go in there. And I believe you're gonna. I know you're gonna be tended to and gonna be waited on like you ought to be waited on. But we appreciate y'all. We do. We y'all are part of our family. I encounter people all the time, and I saw a little girl today in the pick and save. She's been having some health issues. Our little Victoria Smith, Queasel and Marvin, y'all know who she is. And I
Yep.
saw her on there, and she when she saw old Floyd walking down that aisle, she lit up.
Mm.
And let me tell you, I was having a hard time,
Mm.
and that made my day
Mm.
Yes,
when I
sir.
saw the joy
Amen.
in that child's face
To see you.
to see me.
Wow.
She lit up, and I'm just old Floyd. But that was one of I needed that at
Mm.
that time, and but she did. She lit up, and Miss Victoria Smith, honey, we love you. You one of our favorite people in the world. We praying for you that everything's gonna be good for you, and always remember this: Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports love you, and the good Lord
Amen.
loves you, honey.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
there ain't nothing but good things gonna happen to you. But y'all, thank y'all for tuning in tonight. We love y'all. Just keep it coming.
Guys, we appreciate you. Thank you every single week. See every single week for the last 6 years. Many of you have been with us faithfully. We love all of you. We appreciate you. We again, please visit our sponsors. Again, be reminded of this: God loves you. God loves you. God loves you. He died for you. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We're going to be right back here next week, same place, same time, for more Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. But until then, no matter what you do, no matter where you go, no matter who you do it with, and most especially if you find yourself with your wife in the Piggly Wiggly and she drops a can of corn, y'all be particular.